Tonight we have football and baseball to open up. We have a half case of 2017 Spectra football. That's going to start a new case tonight. We have a half case of 2011 Prime Signatures, which is also going to start a new case tonight. Then we have a third of a case of Topps Triple Threads Baseball 2017 again, and that one is starting a new case. And then we have half a case of Topps Heritage High Number Baseball, also 2017. That one is the back end of a case that we started, I don't remember when, but recently anyway. So that is also the order that we're going to break in tonight. It will be Spectra first, followed by Prime Signatures, then Triple Threads, and finally we'll wrap up with Heritage High Number. A couple of quick, allergies. Whew, drainage, not good. A couple of quick housekeeping notes tonight. First thing is shipping. Of course, shipping on all of our breaks that have a shipping charge attached, which I think is everything but Prime Signatures. Look for that stuff to go out either Saturday or Monday of this, either this weekend or Monday of the upcoming week. And then, of course, Prime Signatures has free shipping, and as you guys know, all of the free shipping stuff now is shipped once a week. Now, if you have a paid break that goes out in the meantime, then, you know, it'll hit your ride and go a little faster. But if you have just a free shipping item, look for it to go about a week from today. You'll notice as we scroll down here for Spectra that I have a big yellow block here for New Orleans Saints. The reason is that eBay did not give me any kind of end of transaction notice, and I could not find it in the list of items. Sometimes eBay does that and it'll show up like the next day. Other times what happens is I have forgotten to list it. I don't know which one is the case here. So basically it's like this. If you bid on it, if you bought it, I will track it down tomorrow or later tonight, and I will send it to you. If I stupidly somehow failed to list the Saints for this break, well, that's just me being stupid, and that'll be too bad for me. So I don't know which one is the case yet. So that's why that one is just highlighted in yellow. And messages. I know that I have some more messages in my inbox. I did not get them all finished before the break. There were more than normal tonight. So I got through as many as I could, and then I had to stop actually in the middle of one and just let the person know I would finish it up later, and then come in here to finalize everything and get us set up so we could start on time. So if I haven't answered your message yet, know that I will later tonight or in the morning, depending on what time we finish up tonight. You notice I numbered all those boxes there on the end, 1 through 8. That is because, of course, we started a new case here, so what we're going to do is roll on over here to random.org, and Random is going to decide which boxes we open tonight. And, of course, it is going to be the first 4 that come up after we hit Random. So it looks like we are opening boxes 1, 2, 5, and 7 tonight. 1, 2, 5, and 7. The rest of them, there's 1 and 2, and there's, wait a minute, 3, 4, this is 5, and there's 7. The other 4 boxes that we're not opening tonight will open up in the next break, which will probably be something like Monday night of next week. And I'm going to change the focus here and take this off of autofocus. I do realize that makes the background blurry, but when we look at our cards up close, we should be able to see them much better. And I'll take another look at the focus when the cards start coming out, just to make sure that it is adjusted correctly. And I say hi there, NSKA 1000 and All American. And hi, Dan, you are asking me, I have no idea if there are any good Saints cards that'll be in here. That's the beauty of these breaks. We don't know what's coming out of them. Yeah, I'm not really going to sell the Saints because I don't know what happened. As I said, I'm not sure if I'm the idiot who messed up and forgot to list them, which has happened on occasion. Not often, fortunately. Or if it's one of those deals where eBay's going to send me an end of transaction notice, later tonight or the next day, and then I'll figure it out. And normally I would have time to go through and search all of the pending items and find it, but I just ran out of time tonight, so I couldn't. And All-American has the Packers, so All-American's putting out some good vibes for the Packers to come out. And Dan, I don't actually control the volume. You guys do. So I would say, if you're whatever device you're on, you might want to, if you're having trouble hearing, I would say maybe if you could turn that up a little bit, because this, this camera doesn't have a way for me to increase or change the volume. So that's kind of what happens. I know sometimes with the wrappers and stuff crinkling, it can be a pain. Oh, you got it fixed. Okay, awesome. Awesome. All right, let's take a look here. Whoops, I always mean to pull up the base cards first, and I forgot to do it on that one. So first up is Alshon Jeffrey for the Eagles. And that is numbered to 99. Next out, a little Taiwan Taylor for the Titans. And he actually looks like he may turn out to be pretty good by all accounts, to 299. Got a lot of buzz about him anyway. A little Julio Jones fabric for the Falcons. And that one is numbered to 50. Some fabric for Amara Darboh for the Seahawks, because I cannot break 2017 football without pulling Amara Darboh at least once. That one is to 199. If you haven't done breaks with me before, that's kind of like the running joke. I pull that guy all the time, Darboh. It's insane. Marcus May for the Jets, and that one is to 50, I think that says. You might be able to read it better than I can with the light bouncing off of it. A little Marlon Mack for the Indianapolis Colts, who actually, I think they might do okay with Jacoby Brissett. That's to 299. Of course, I know you want Andrew back, but in the interim, I think Jacoby's going to work out all right. For the Bills, Nathan Peterman. That one is to 199. There's one for the Pack. So we got you a little bit of love for the Pack. And it's Randall Cobb. You guys know I love Randall Cobb because he went to UK, my alma mater. That is to 99. And someone is asking me, oh yeah, you're fine. If the payment's in, you're fine, man. No worries. We're all good. All good. Antonio Brown for the Steelers. And that one is to 99. I never say this guy's name right. Is it Noku or is it Joku? I've never heard his name pronounced either, somehow. Or at least I don't remember hearing it pronounced ever. It is numbered to, does that say 15? Yeah, that is number 10 of 15 for the Browns. So nice low number, one that we don't pull out a whole lot. And I think that's a nice little hit there for the Browns. Dual materials for the Bucks. O.J. Howard, Jameis Winston. That one to 75. Materials for the Giants. Evan Ingram to 199. We're pulling all kinds of tight ends out of this box. Oh, you say both the N and the J? You say it Njoku? Both of them. Wow, that's unusual. Okay. Well, there you go. So no matter how I was choosing it, I was saying it wrong. That's crazy. Thank you. I won't retain that most likely. I'll try, but I somehow always seem to forget. But I'm going to try. That is numbered to 5, 1 of 5 on the Devontae Mays for the Green Bay Packers. So you put it out in the universe, and the universe is delivering for you with the Packers tonight. Chargers, Mike Williams, and that is that crazy neon green ink, which doesn't show up very well on these cards, unfortunately. But there is a sticker auto on there. It's just super, super hard to see. We pulled one of those for Deshaun Watson the other week, too. That one is numbered 250. Oh, that's a sweet little patch right there on Keenan Allen for the Chargers. That is pretty cool. And it is number 2 of 5, so another nice low hit. Of course, we find those a lot in Spectra. Derek Carr, he's going to have to bounce back. It was a terrible game this weekend. That one is number 235 on the die cut. And that was box number 1. This is box number 2 we're starting into. Yeah, I told you, All-American, you're doing well with your Packers. And it works out that way sometimes. You guys will just put it out in the universe and we'll start pulling what you ask for. Not all the time. Doesn't always work. But it works a decent amount of the time anyway. Enough to make it worth trying, I think. And for anybody who jumped in late, shipping for this break, Spectra, because there was a shipping charge involved, shipping for this break, look for it to go out probably Saturday. It's possible a few could slide into Monday, but my hope is that it will go Saturday. That different set of circumstances for prime signatures, but that is for this break. Deion Sanders for the Falcons. Taywan Taylor again, man. Titans are loading up on Taywan Taylor tonight. That one is to 99. Derek Carr Materials to 199. And for the Texans, Deonta Foreman. That one is upside down because I didn't hold it right. To 199 as well on the Foreman. Nice little die cut Hassan Reddick for the Cardinals to 20. I think that says 20. We're going to follow that up with Ed McCaffrey for the Broncos. And Ed McCaffrey is numbered 250. Ooh, we're going to have some nice veteran ink here. Who have we got? Tom Mack. Wow, that's one you don't see very often either. Of course, I'm just taking a look at this, and there's definitely, this was the case with the others that we've pulled like this. First of all, you can see there's kind of a spot right up here at the top. I don't know what that is, some kind of a little surface defective area. I also see a series of kind of scratches and issues with the surface of that card, and so were the others that we have pulled out of Spectra in this same Hall of Fame series, so just be aware of that. It's not a perfect card coming out. That one is numbered 250. Materials hit Zay Jones for the Bills. That is to 199. Actually, when I lay it down flat, there's also some kind of, what I'm going to say, or maybe some scratches that you can see going up and down on part of the card. And I don't know if that's just where someone maybe dragged, their arm or some material across it when they were signing it or what. And that spot in the upper right almost looks like a water spot, but I don't know how they could have managed that. I don't know. Oh, All-American is saying in chat that pantyhose will clean those kind of cards. Okay, I did not know that. So there you go, guys. When you get that card, according to All-American, pantyhose might help you clean up some of the surface on it. Joey Bossa to 99 for the Chargers. Jeff Garcia for the Niners. That one is 250. Little Christian McCaffrey dual material for the Panthers. And where is the number on that? There it is, to 99. More material for the Giants. They're racking it up. Sterling Shepard to 199. Obi Melifonwu for the Raiders. And that is 3 of 5. I like pulling all these low number cards out of here. Isaiah Crowell for the Browns. And that is to 99. Here come, oh, I thought it was going to, it's not. It's the Packers again. I saw that yellow and black. I thought it was going to be my Steelers, but in fact, it's a nice big patch for Aaron Rodgers of the Packers, numbered to 10, 6 of 10. Packers doing well tonight. And then a little Jared Goff to 99 for the Rams. That's going to bring us into box number 3. I knew that Aaron Rodgers was going to make you happy. You really don't pull, I mean, in general, you don't see a whole lot of Aaron Rodgers pulled, signature or materials. I mean, he's kind of like, I guess, the rest of the elite quarterbacks in that sense that they're all far enough along in their careers that you don't see them come out much these days, unlike when they were younger. But sometimes you get lucky. We pulled a nice Matt Ryan to 15. I think it was out of here. It was out of something recently, and I want to say it was out of Spectra. Another Deion Sanders, but this one for the Cowboys. The other one was for the Falcons. This is to 25. A redemption. We're going to keep you in suspense. Set that one aside for a minute. And there's Tyler Lockett with, oh yeah, Amara Darbaugh again. That one is to 99. For the Colts, T.Y. Hilton, 199. Isaiah Crowell base to 99. More of our neon green ink there on that signature. Marlon Mack again to 50 for the Colts. Dual materials for the Bills. Zay Jones, Nathan Peterman to 199. James White for the Patriots to 199. Obi Melifonwu again for the Raiders. That one is to 50. Josh Malone for the Bengals. His signature I always just love because it's like so small and tiny and takes up like hardly any of the space. And you know everybody else is usually running off the edge of the sticker. That is to 199 for the Bengals. And I cannot remember. I don't remember if you had the Bengals tonight or not. Somebody sent me a message earlier about the Bengals, but I don't know if they bought them tonight. Carson Wentz and Mac Hollins for the Eagles to 99. There come my Steelers. And you got some material from the bus. Loving it. Jerome Bettis to 50. Matt Ryan for the Falcons to 35. Julius Peppers for the Panthers to 99. Raiders. Oh, Derek Carr. Sweet, guys. That is nice. Very nice. Sticker auto, Derek Carr. Not one you pull real often, and it is number 6 of 10. So, low number Derek Carr hit for the Raiders. Really nice. And if you guys want a one-touch for the Derek Carr or for anything that you pull with me or from a break with me, just send me a message on eBay. I'm always happy to do it. It's just at my cost plus what PayPal charges me to receive the money. Usually ends up being around $3 unless it's a weird size case or something like that. Another really nice patch, this one for the Bears with the Trubisky. So we've pulled some very nice cards so far in this half of Spectra. This one is number 8 of 25. I think that says 8. It might say 6, but I think it says 8. And then our redemption. Oh, James Conner. You know that's for my Pittsburgh Steelers. But we will go to the checklist and verify it before we finish up this break. Because I always do that. I think that's the appropriate way to do it. So that's how we handle it. And bonus, since it's on Panini's website and not Topps, it should tell us what that's going to be numbered to if it is numbered. You know, sometimes they're not numbered. And we're going to have another redemption I see in that pack. Oh, somebody's saying boo, Bears. Oh, man. Don't boo the Bears. I don't have feelings about the Bears one way or the other. I'm all about the Steelers, but I like at least someone on just about every team. Devonta Freeman, 250. And the Raiders, who are already having themselves a nice break, just made it a little better. Yeah, how about that hit? What is that numbered to? That is to 99 on the, excuse me, on the Jim Plunkett. So Raiders with a couple of really nice hits. This one we're going to have to head off to random unless the same person happens to own both teams, which we will check. But otherwise, that nice little card to 25 will go to random. Finally on the board with the Jags. Nice little materials hit for Fournette to 99. Sidney Jones to 99. There's our other redemption. Well, may as well just go on and look at it. And it is Dan Bailey. And that one I really don't know. Dan Bailey, I for real will have to go to the checklist. I don't know who that is. I don't even have a guess for Dan Bailey. Dede Westbrook and Allen Robinson dual materials for the Jags to 199. A little Deshaun Watson for the Texans. That is to 199. They were probably feeling a little neglected up to that point, for Deshaun anyway. Rodney Adams for the Vikes. That is to 15. Charles Harris for the Dolphins. And where is it numbered? There it is. 27 of 75. They move it around where they number it on the card and sometimes can't find it. Corey Davis, Titans, to 99. Another nice looking patch. This one is numbered to 25 for the Giants on the Paul Perkins. And we're rolling up on to the last of this here. Patrick Peterson for the Cardinals. That one to 35. Jay Ajayi to 99 for the Dolphins. Oh, there's your other Deshaun Watson. You were waiting for a signature, weren't you, Texans? And there it is. Now you have it, along with a really nice patch to 99. And then we are going to have another hit for the Raiders with the Khalil Mack to 199. So before we recap our hits, first I'm going to take our base and set it off on the sorting mat and get it out of the line of fire, so to speak. Then we're going to deal with this little guy in random, and then we've got two redemptions. So let's do our redemptions first. So we have the James Conner, and then we have Dan Bailey. And these are the two that I'm going to be looking up on the Panini website. I can't see chat while I'm doing this, so bear with me, guys. If you are sending me a chat, I will not see it for a couple minutes here while I'm in this outrageously long drop-down menu. All right, and let's start with Dan Bailey here. Signature's neon green, so I think we know that that is going to be numbered to 50, I believe. Let's see, come on. Oh no, some of these are numbered less than 50. Where are you, Dan Bailey? What's the card number? 48. He's a Cowboy, and it's numbered to 20. So there we go. What did I do with the sleeves? See, that's what I get. I move things around and I think, oh, I'm making my workflow better. And guess what? Now I make it a big hot mess where I can't find anything. Yeah, I should always just leave it the way it is. And then I can find stuff. So this redemption, Dan Bailey, is for the Cowboys. According to the checklist, it will be numbered to 20. So nice little hit there. It's going to bring us to James Conner, who I am just certain is my Pittsburgh Steelers, but once again, we're going to look him up. That is Aspiring Patch Autographs. Okay. I don't even know if I've seen one of those. I'm sure I have, just didn't know that's what it was called. And he is card number 9. This one will be numbered 250 for the James Conner. So let's get that one ready to go. And then we're going to recap all this fun stuff out of Spectra before we open up our next one. And I'm trying to get my little workstation put back together the way it normally is so I can find stuff. All right, we've already done a recap on those two. Oh, we've got a random before we finish. So this, of course, Dolphins and Bills. We'll check on the spreadsheet if it's the same bidder. No worries. If it's a different bidder, it will go to random because it is a top-to-bottom oriented card. The Bills will go in first. The Dolphins will go in second. And we would hit random 3 different times. And wherever we end up after the third and final random, we'll take the card home. So our Bills, right here, Patriot 23,556. And our Dolphins, Bengals fan 82 Gerald. So we do have 2 different team owners. So we're going to buzz on over here and get this taken care of. And good luck to you both as we get ready to figure out where this is going to go. And again, third random. So first 2, doesn't matter what it says, only the third one counts. So there's number 1. Here goes number 2. Here is the third and final. And there you will see we've randomized 3 times our date and time stamp, and it is headed to the Buffalo Bills. And once again, I'm going to mark it on the sleeve so that I can remember where it goes without having to go back and watch the video later. So that one's going to the Bills. Mark is on the sleeve, not on the card. We've already looked at our redemptions, which is now going to bring us to materials and signatures. And since we've already read the numbers off on all these, I'm not going to read all the sequence off again. We're just going to flip them front and back and see, so you have a chance to look at it again. I really like Spectra. I wish it were not so expensive. I would buy more of it, but man, it is a pricey little set. Of course, these days, they're all pricey. Nothing that's, doesn't seem like there's any affordable things coming out lately, but, well, they're affordable if you break them up into breaks. That's why we love breaking, right? So we can all get a piece of the pie. Oh, I did finally get XR football. Some of you who have broken with me in the last few days, you know I've been trying to remember to list XR football for like 2 weeks now. And finally, I got XR football listed. And we're going to break it as a full 15-box case. So we're just going to blow right through the full case on, Sunday. Yeah, think about what day is it ending. Sunday, I'm pretty sure. If you haven't had any experience yet with XR, take a look at the sell sheet info, which I have there in the listing. I generally, on products that are new or newer like that, I will add the sell sheet info so you can get an idea of what's going to be in them and what the card design looks like and all that. Looks pretty cool. I haven't seen a live break of it myself because I have been so far behind every spare minute I spend sorting and shipping, trying desperately to get us caught back up from those few days I missed a week or 2 ago. And it's amazing how quickly things pile up. Oh, All-American, you had 3. Okay, cool. I knew you had a handful. I couldn't remember exactly how many. And remember, guys, again on this, you do have the white discoloration up there on this card. And there's also, I see, some surface scratches and drag marks or whatever you want to call them on there. All-American did tell us in chat that pantyhose apparently will clean up some of the surface of that card. So that's a good little tip, which I did not know myself. So always happy to pass along good information like that. And I thought I had tried just about everything on my own cards at various times, but I had never tried that. That neon green ink does show up a little bit better when the light's not bouncing off of it. So when you get it in your hands, you'll be able to see it a little bit better than you can probably see it on the camera. But overall, they probably need to consider using a different color next time other than neon green for Spectra anyway. And that has our recap wrapped up. The other half of this isn't listed yet. I will probably list it tomorrow, which would have it ending on Monday the upcoming week. So that's the last bit of Spectra that we have. So next up, guys, that is going to be our 2011 Prime Signatures is what we've got coming up next. Let me get the spreadsheet pulled up for that. And of course, 2011 Prime Signatures, that one is free shipping. So again, remember your free shipping items where you pay $0 to ship, those go out once a week on average. And if you happen to have something else go out in the meantime, it'll hitch a ride usually and go sooner. But if not, look for it to ship about a week from today. That again applies only to Prime Signatures tonight because that's the only zero shipping break tonight. Several teams in here unsold. Those are all designated as no bids buyback. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Anything comes out for one of those teams, it hangs out here with me. Otherwise, if it comes out for one of you, it will ship out and head your way in about a week. And 5 boxes, I didn't say that, but 5 boxes 2011 Panini Prime Signatures. That makes up our half case. This is break number 37, so the 37th time we have broken it. And of course it ended tonight, and our live stream schedule is tonight, which you already know because you're here watching it live. So this also a new case, so we're going to do the same thing we did with Spectra. Even though there's technically not a case hit in here, we're still just going to take them out, number them, and then random will decide which 5 we open and which 5 go the next time. Triple threads, what is it? Cedar Sinai. Triple threads is after Prime Signatures. And Rob 71 Nova, do I ever sell any of the no bid teams? You know, I need to probably start doing that. I do have people ask me, and honestly, most of the reason that I don't is it's just such a hassle to try to do it in the middle of the break because you kind of have to stop and the flow gets all messed up and then you have to wait for the person to pay. And I mean, I do need to do that, I guess, but I just need to find a way where I feel like it would go easier, quicker, maybe. I don't know. Maybe what I do is start the live stream a couple minutes before it actually goes live and put up just a piece of paper or a spreadsheet or whatever in the beginning that shows here are the unsold teams. If you want any of them, you know, make an offer kind of thing. Or if you want any of them, here's the price, or I don't know, maybe something like that. And then when it's time to start live, we would still be able to start on time, and maybe some of that would be done in the interim. I don't know. I haven't really thought of a good way to do it. I'm not really opposed to it. I just have to find something that works that doesn't interrupt the flow of the break and cause us all to have to sit and twiddle our thumbs for long periods of time. Because I hate that when other breakers do that and you just sit there and sit there and sit there. I hate it. All right, guys, so tonight we are opening box 6, 5, 9, 3, and 10. And I better write that down because I will forget one of them. 6, 5, 9, 3, and 10. All right, so there's 5 and 6, 9 and 10, and 3. It's interesting how many times it kind of comes out quasi-sequentially when you use random to do that. More often than you would think. Of course, I guess when there's only 10, there's not like a whole lot of options, right? I mean, really. Almost gonna find something sequential pretty much in there without question. Well, I mean, again, you know, I can't really do a buy it now while I'm doing the live break. I mean, someone brought that up not too long ago, but you just, you know, I can't do that because then that would take even longer. I would have to stop and list an auction on eBay and then wait for somebody to buy it and pay for it. And then if no one bought it, then you'd have to go in and cancel it and end the auction early. I mean, that's much more of a time-consuming, intrusive way to do it than just taking offers and doing something like that. There's absolutely no way I would do it as Unsold Teams on a buy it now. Because from the time the auction's in to the time we start the live break, there's barely enough time for me to get the spreadsheet done, get the break set up, get all of the questions answered, which some nights like tonight, I didn't even finish all the questions. And, you know, definitely not time to add that into the mix, unfortunately. So I'm not sure what called Cedar Sinai. I'm not sure what you're asking me there. You're watching the break and you started typing and someone has already signed in. What do you, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Well, Dan, again, you know, kind of as I was saying a while ago, I think there's a way to probably do it without doing buy it now on eBay. You know, I just have to figure out how to do it. Maybe the way that I suggested earlier, that maybe the list of unsold teams goes up 5 minutes before the actual break itself starts, and then you can look at it and, you know, we've got 5 minutes to correspond and whatever. But just listing it as buy it now, I know is not gonna work. All of our base cards in 2011 Prime signatures are numbered, so nothing unnumbered in here. And our on-card signatures are usually by the rookies that were at Rookie Premiere Day. Everything else in here will generally be a sticker auto. First out, Ozzie Newsome, $4.99 for the Browns. Laurent Robinson, $4.99 for the Cowboys. Eddie George to $49 for the Oilers, which is the current Tennessee Titans. You know, that franchise relocated, renamed, is the current Tennessee Titans. And Jacoby Ford to $75 for the Raiders is our first hit. Santonio Holmes to $4.99 for the Jets. Dave Casper to $4.99 for the Raiders. Dave Casper to $49 for the Raiders. Oh, man. I am instantly jealous. Instantly jealous. You just pulled the bus to 49. Steelers, that is one awesome hit. Congratulations on that one. That one is to $4.99 on the Troy Aikman. Chris Carter to $4.99 for the Vikings. Beanie Wells to $99 for the Cardinals. And Johnny White to $1.99 for the Buffalo Bills. Yes, Robs. Basically what I'm saying is if I do it like that is, yes, that's basically what would happen is I would put up the list of teams and then, you know, you guys would have the 3 or 4 minutes or whatever to come into chat and say, yes, I want it, whatever. Then we would just do it directly through PayPal. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And Dan, yes, I appreciate always the suggestions for sure. So that makes sense. Steve Young to $4.99 for the Niners. Phillip Rivers to $4.99 for the Chargers. Emmanuel Sanders to $49 for the Steelers. And a redemption that we're going to set down there for a minute. Oh, I didn't know you meant buy it now over YouTube. I thought you literally meant buy it now on eBay. I gotcha. Well, that's, yeah. That makes sense. I'm with you on the page now. LaShawn McCoy to $4.99 for the Eagles. A little Matt Ryan to $4.99 for the Falcons. Eric Dickerson to $99 for the Rams. And Leroy Kelly to $25 for the Browns. There is a blast from the past, from the way past. So that's going to bring us to our redemption. This is going to be expired, guys, but you do still want to redeem it in your Panini account just like you normally would. And if they still have it, they usually send it in 4 or 5 weeks. If you have not gotten anything in 5 or 6 weeks, send them a message. And usually they'll work with you to find a substitution or something if they don't still have it. So this is coming up as Marcel Darius. But you know that I'm still going to go to the checklist. So that's what I'm going to roll over here and do right now. And we're going to see what team that goes with and whether or not it is a numbered card. And what is the card set on this bad boy? Rookie Signature Silver RPS. Because I like to make them nice, long titles to look up. That is headed to the Buffalo Bills, and it's going to be numbered to 249. And they do actually, they have a lot of these older cards. I have been pleasantly surprised. I've gotten stuff back even from products out of 2010 that I have put in myself that I've gotten in fairly short order, really, a matter of a few weeks. On the other hand, I've got stuff from that isn't expired that I've been waiting on for 100 years because I don't want to substitute it, so I have to wait. All right, guys, so this is our recap, and I accidentally hit something on my iPad and lost chat momentarily because I'm having one of those kind of nights, as we all know. So Bills to 249 on the redemption. The Leroy Kelly to 25 for the Browns. Another Bill, Johnny White to 199. Bills kind of had a little break, a good break tonight. And my personal favorite, which you knew it would be, Jerome Bettis to 49 for the Steelers. That is an excellent hit if you're a Steelers fan. Jacoby Ford to 75 for the Raiders, who seem to be on a little bit of a run tonight, don't they? Raiders hitting the last break quite well, too. So that is it for football. And now we're going to start on some baseball. First up will be our third of a case of Topps Triple Threads. And this is a brand new case. So once again, we'll be taking them out, numbering them, and letting random decide which ones we open tonight. So we have 3 boxes of 2017 Topps Triple Threads Baseball, 1/3 case break. This is break number 4, 4th time we have done it. Just came out last week, I guess. Our eBay end date, of course, 9/26, which is tonight. Live stream schedule also tonight, 10:15 Eastern is what time we started. And once again, your team names on the left, your name in lights across from it as the winning bidder on the right-hand side. And I got to tell you, we have pulled some really nice stuff out of Triple Threads so far. The first case, of course, you know, we had 3 breaks out of it. It's all finished up. And we had some really nice stuff in it. And I have high expectations that we will once again pull some very nice stuff again tonight. Of course, Triple Threads is such an awesome set from Topps anyway. And the card design this year I like a lot too. I miss them in football. In fact, I was opening a lot of 2013 Triple Threads for a while just to kind of get my Triple Threads fix with football until it became much harder to find, and then the price went way, way up, so I haven't been opening it as much recently, but I wouldn't mind finding some more and doing that again. All right, so this is 1 through 9 numbered on the end. We're going to buzz into random if I can get the right button clicked. And we'll do the same thing we did prior to the start of the other one, which is let random decide which 3 we open. We're only going to hit random once on this because, you know, it just needs to give us 3 random boxes. And it gave us 3, 2, and 5. So we're going to bust into 3, 2, and 5 tonight. And then the others coming a little bit later in the week. And of course we've got more, why am I blanking out? More Gold Label baseball that'll be opening up later this week. We've got Bowman Chrome, which comes out on Friday. And the first case of Bowman Chrome, I'm going to split in half. We'll do a half case and a half case. After that, we'll probably start doing some full cases of Bowman Chrome. And then we may even switch back and forth between full and half. Sometimes full. Because I ordered a lot of it. Because I like it. I like it. So we'll have somebody putting in a good word with the universe for the Orioles, the Mariners, the Phillies, the Pirates, and the Reds. And then you're looking for some Ken Griffey or some Cal Ripken. Okay. Bellingers, have I pulled a Bellinger out of Triple Threads? I don't think I pulled a Bellinger out of Triple Threads. I'm assuming he's in here. I don't even, good Lord, I'm trying to even think. I've looked at so many checklists in the last week. I don't know. In general, I've pulled Cody quite a bit since he started showing up. I mean, obviously he wasn't in the early releases. Allen and Ginter was the first release he was in, and that was a redemption. He wasn't live in there. And I did pull him out of, a couple times out of Allen and Ginter, and I think I've pulled him in most of the other products that he's been in, at least if he's been on the checklist. And of course now as we get later into the year, he's obviously showing up more frequently in checklists, I mean. Oh, you want to see the man on the box show up? Yeah, I'm telling you, we have so many good rookies right now in baseball. It's insane. And it looks like it's going to be every bit as good in 18. Because we'll have, of course, Clint Frazier. I know he got injured, but he was on a pretty good little tear before that. We'll have Rhys Hoskins will be in the 2018. That kid's been doing great. We'll have Devers in there. Who else? I'm trying to, maybe Acuna. I'm assuming Acuna will show up, if not in the early sets later in the year somewhere. We'll have another really, really nice group of rookies next year, it looks like. Of course, with Aaron Judge belting them out of the park again and passing up Mark McGwire, man, this has been an incredible year for both he and Bellinger. All right, here we go. So first out for the Rangers, and that one is to 340. For the Dodgers, that is an unnumbered card. Unnumbered as well for the Byron Buxton. Ditto for the Roger Clemens for the Red Sox. Michael Fulmer for the Tigers is our first hit. It is to 99. Of course, we have the triple relic, and that I think is an on-card auto. Looks like an on-card auto anyway. I believe that it is. Sometimes I get a second look at them and see a sticker, but I think that's on card. Next out for the Astros, Jose Altuve, 227. And then a numbered card for the Indians with Encarnacion to 250. Tell you what, let's do this differently. Let's put the base over there and the numbered there. That way I can keep track of them when we want to recap them. Make it a little easier. Oh, Aurora. Yeah, Aurora, of course, is in products now. Yeah, he's another good one. I didn't say him earlier, did I? That is to 50 for the Red Sox. Bo Jackson to 250 for the Royals. There's a Ken Griffey Jr., but I know you want one that's signed or that is a relic. George Springer. Beltre again. Javier Baez for the Cubbies. Numbered to 27. You got a couple of pinstripes in there. And then Jameson Taillon to 50 for the Pirates. Sticker auto and materials hit. How about Andrew McCutchen tonight hitting his first career grand slam? I think he had 7 RBIs tonight too, didn't he? Anthony Rizzo to 349 for the Cubbies. I may as well pick those up. Chris Davis, Robinson Cano, Addison Russell. Here comes Jose Altuve again for the Astros. That one is numbered to 3. 2 of 3. So a nice low number there. What did you guys say in chat over there? Yeah, I know, right? Some of the numbers, like, I don't know why they come up with things like to 340 and some of the weird stuff they do. It is interesting. That is to 99 for the Mets on the Jacob deGrom. And then Cal Ripken Jr. to 250. So we hit your Ripken and we hit your, now it's already gone out of my head. We just hit him a minute ago. The other one that you said you wanted to hit. We got to be, I guess, more specific next time when we talk to the universe, and we got to tell them that you want a materials or a signature hit, because it did give you some hits, but probably not the one you were looking for. That is to 150, Lou Gehrig for the Yanks. Mike Piazza to 250 for the Mets. Rizzo, Davis, Cano, Trevor Story. Rockies should be, but of course, again, we'll go to the checklist. And Michael Fulmer for the Tigers to 36. That is the second one of those. Matt Carpenter to 340. Cespedes to 150. There's a little Bryce and Jose and Mr. Ruth. White Sox, hey, we got some Moncada, 250, and that again on-card auto looks like. Triple materials, maybe a tiny little chip or ding right down here in the lower right. Nothing terrible, but there is a little bit down there. Nice little hit. For the Mariners, Nelson Cruz to 27. Griffey, right. That's the other one you were saying, Griffey. Yeah, it's like I knew we saw it, but then I didn't know, I couldn't remember what the player was. Clayton Kershaw to 99 for the Dodgers. Mookie Betts, 250 for the Red Sox. Bautista, Babe Ruth again. Carlos Correa. Ooh, yeah, we're going to have one going to random. But we have another redemption, Jordan Montgomery for that one, which I think... okay, Adam Jones, Giancarlo, and Andrew McCutchen. Speak of the devil with Andrew McCutchen. So, of course, we're going to have to go to random unless we have the same person who owns all of those. So that is Orioles, Marlins, and Pirates. Adam Jones is an Oriole, right? I didn't just dream that, did I? Yeah, I'm sure he is. I'm 99% sure he is. But anyway, we'll put them in by the player name just in case I'm having some kind of a senior moment or something. We'll go ahead and we'll enter them as Jones, Stanton, and McCutchen. Well, actually, we should go look at our checklist first anyway. Let me get myself on that same page. All right, so Pirates, nice guy 613, and the Marlins, where are you Marlins? Rack 2425, and then our Orioles, oh look at that, nice guy 613 is just going to take that card out right then, so we don't have to go to random after all. Let me just, since that is the case, I'm going to double check that that Adam Jones is an Oriole, as I believe that he is. But because we're in a random situation, that is what I will do here, just to make sure that I'm not incorrect about that. So give me 1 second. For some reason, I have a tendency occasionally to mix up the Orioles and the Pirates, and I've always kind of been that way, and I have no idea why. He is an Oriole, so yeah. So nice guy 613 owned 2 of these 3 teams, so that is obviously more than 50% of the card, so that just goes to nice guy 613 by default, since he owns 2 of the 3. That will then bring us to our 2 redemptions here, which I've got to get the redemption page loaded up. I mean, again, Trevor Story, I feel certain we're going to find as a Rocky, and of course Jordan Montgomery should show up as a Yankee, but I'm headed over here to the checklist to pull it up and make it 100% official. And Topps does not, Topps doesn't give you any numbering on their cards, on their checklist, unlike, of course, Panini, who does. We're getting there. Slow going, but it's loading. All right, rookie autograph card. We got to get down here to this card set. That's Relic. Oh, come on. Oh my goodness, their website is just like a mess. Well, there's Trevor Story while I'm scrolling. He has a Colorado Rocky, as we expected, and I believe we will find Jordan Montgomery here in a minute, and he should, I would think, be on there as a Yankee if I can ever find him on the flippin' checklist. Which, where are you, buddy? Oh, I literally can't find him on the checklist. Okay, that's maybe going to require 2 hands. Come on, where is he? Relic, no. I can't even find the card set that is on this checklist. Where is this thing? Unity autograph, no. Cut above, Relic Legend. I literally cannot find this whole card set on this checklist. This is crazy. This should not be that hard to find. Still scrolling. How many pages is this thing? Good gracious. There, finally. He's on like the very last page is the card set. He is a Yankee, which is what we thought to begin with, but my goodness. He's like at the very, very, very end of the checklist. Insanity. But, oh well, at least you know I'm dedicated to making sure that I do compare it to the checklist as I say that I will. But man, that was a pain. Okay, so let's recap. Redemption, Jordan Montgomery for the Yankees. Redemption, Trevor Story for the Rockies. Three-way relic, we had one team owner that has two of the teams. So that automatically went to, I think it was Nice Guy 613, Nice Guy whatever it is. Anyway, he had the Orioles and I think he had the Pirates as well. Or he had the, I think those were the two he had. Two of the three. So they go to him by default. I'm going to move our base cards over onto the sorting mat. We'll flip through our numbered cards just so that you get a second look at them. And then, of course, our autograph and relic cards. And again, for anybody who jumped in late, the anticipated shipping date for Triple Threads is Saturday, possibly Monday. If I get ahead of the game Saturday, if I don't make up enough ground, some might go Saturday and some might go Monday. But just know that I get them to you as quickly as I possibly can. I know you're anxious to get them, and I'm anxious to get them to you. So next up is going to be a Heritage High number. It's the back half of the case that we started, I don't know when, recently. Sometime recently. And we're going to open up the back half of it tonight. And that one takes a little while. So if you need a bathroom break or you want some refreshments, it's like intermission at the movies. This would be the time to go get it if you want it. Because this one takes a while. And this is 6 boxes of 2017 Topps Heritage High Number Baseball half case break number 4. eBay end date, of course, tonight, and live stream schedule tonight. Once again, there are going to be a handful of unsold teams in here. Those will all be designated as no bids buyback. Anything that comes out for one of those teams hangs out here with me. And give me 1 second here. I'm actually going to move some of this stuff again. I really should not, honestly, have tried to rearrange this workspace before. Well, I did it earlier today, and I thought, oh, it'll be so much easier tonight. And no, I can't find anything because I rearranged it. So that was just stupid on my part. And for those of you who are not hanging around for Heritage High Number, hey, thank you. I appreciate everybody always breaking with me, bidding, even when you don't win. I still appreciate your participation and support in bidding. And hey, even when you're not in the break and you come on and chat with me and keep me company, I like that too. I'm just happy to have you, basically, however you want to join. So in Heritage High Number, we're going to have a ton of base cards, like a lot, and we'll have one box loader, and it will either be one of these original 1968 cards that are stamped with the 50th Anniversary Topps logo, or it will be the strip of 3 baseball cards, and we don't know which one we're going to get till we open it up. But one of those will be in every box. Lots base and 1 autograph or relic card. They don't tell you which one. It's just either or. So we're guaranteed 1 autograph or 1 relic card per box. And then, of course, you know, there's short prints and other interesting stuff we can pull as well. The rest of this case, Cedar Sinai, are you asking me about the rest of the case that was Triple Threads, or are you asking me about the rest of this case? Because this is the back half of Heritage. So we've opened the front half, but there is more Heritage to be listed. If you're asking about Triple Threads, it's probably already listed 2 or 3 more times, because I have that one up pretty often. So Jake Gibbs is our original 1968 card from the Yankees, and it is, of course, stamped with the 50th anniversary logo on it. And those will be in various conditions, you know, because they are original cards from 1968. So sometimes you're gonna get them, and sometimes they're gonna have, you know, dents and dings, and they're almost all going to be miscut and off-centered because that's how all the cards were in 1960-something. You're asking about triple threads. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely should be at least 1 or 2 more triple threads breaks already listed, Cedars-Sinai, and I list new stuff pretty much every night, so look for those to continue to go up every night or every other night. Just depends on what other stuff I have coming up. But I'll tell you the quick way to find them. If you go to eBay and you go to the search feature and then click on advanced search, you can type in items by seller and then put in my eBay user ID, which is Flea Burger. That's all one word. Flea, like on an animal. Burger, like you eat. Flea Burger. And then it will bring up all of my auctions. And then once it brings up all of my auctions, you can type in triple threads, and it will literally sort it and show you just those. And of course, the other way to do it is you could just pull up the, you know, item. If you bought an item tonight, you can pull up the item you bought tonight. And then under the user ID on the listing page, it will have see seller's other items or something like that. And you can do the same thing that way. Once it brings up the list, you can sort and search within the list. All American, you are out of here. Well, we will catch you next time, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think the worst part about the cards with lots of base, aside from the sorting, which is always just, oh, terrible, it's just getting them all out of the pack. You out too, Dan? All right, man. We will catch you the next time around as well if you're heading out. All right, let's start rocking and rolling. And the cards that look like this are, they call them chrome. Of course, it's not what we traditionally think of as chrome when we think of tops, but in Heritage High Number, this finish is called the chrome card. And this is going to mean that we are in the hot box with the purple border. We should find a number of those chrome cards with the purple border because we are officially in the hot box. They are not numbered, but they are only in the hot box with the purple border. At least as far as I know, they're only in the hot box. I don't ever remember seeing them outside of that. There's a Bellinger rookie. Rookie performance for Aurora. Encarnacion. Yeah, I wish they would number the chromes in the hot box, but they don't. I guess it would probably be a fairly high number, though, with one hot box per case. I'm guessing they make quite a few cases of Heritage High Number. So maybe that's why they don't number them. But there's tons of short prints in this. Some of them I may catch as we go through. Some of them I may not, because some of them are super minor. Things like they can have a player's birth date, you know, listed incorrectly on the back of the card. Some of them are more obvious. But Francisco Lindor, Clubhouse Collection relic for the Indians, is our hit out of this box. And they do have codes on the back of them. And sometimes, you know, all the short prints will be just one particular code, but in this series, there's a bunch of different codes, and each one designates a different type of short print, so it's not quite as cut and dried with this set. There's an Aaron Judge Now and Then insert. So I guess the moral of the story is check them out when you get them, even your base cards. You could have some short prints in there that maybe I didn't catch when I was sorting. You might find them when you get them. Nolan Ryan. We'll find Nolan Ryan for, I think, Astros, Rangers, Mets, like everybody. Everybody that Nolan Ryan has ever played for, there will be the potential to pull the card for him in that uniform in Heritage High number. Doesn't mean that we definitely will pull it, but they are in there. I have seen them along the way. JT Riddle. Correa and Springer for the Astros. A little Ian Happ rookie for the Cubbies. And Cedars, what are you asking me there? Oh, they have hot boxes in retail too. You got a Baez red ink and a Gonzalez relic. Nice. Out of the same box. Really nice. Yeah, we've pulled some red ink out of here. I don't remember if it was this case or another case, but we have pulled some red ink out of high number. So we pulled back to back Cabrera's. This one is numbered though. It is to 568. So basically on the chrome that doesn't have the purple border, the traditional chrome in this set, if it refracts like this one does, it will be numbered to 568. If it's chrome and does not refract, it will be numbered to 999. That's the way Heritage High number is set up for the chrome cards. Yeah, I like when they do hot boxes. I think it, you know, it's a nice way to reward people, and they know so much of their product is done in case breaks. I mean, I think it's a nice little touch. I'm glad that they do it. I hope they will do more of it. I don't know why I thought that was, but I guess it's not. Oh, did you guys see there's a new baseball series coming out for Panini, and it's called Chronicles. It's not going to actually release until like October, November. I forget the actual release date, the technical release date. But it looks awesome. They're going to put cards in there with, like in the Spectra design, all of the designs that they don't currently do baseball in, but they do in other sports, other Panini sports like Gold Standard and Spectra and all those. They're going to put in this Chronicles, and it's almost all rookie content. It is going to be awesome. Well, I shouldn't say it's all rookie content. I'm sure they have some other non-rookie content in there as well, but they're obviously emphasizing the rookies for obvious reasons. But it's supposed to be like the hot players, the high-end card designs, and a lot of rookies, and it looks phenomenal. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. You're right. There are short prints of players in throwback uniforms for sure, and I virtually never catch those in the live break. Maybe 1 out of 10 will I catch in the live break, and maybe only another 1 or 2 will I catch in the sort. For some reason, throwback uniforms just don't catch my eye most of the time. Aurora, and sometimes they do, but not all that often. I'm much more likely to notice the image variations and the things like that than I am the throwback uniforms. I've always been that way. Pablo. Whoops, my screen's going to sleep. There's a Bellinger out of the hot box for the Dodgers. This is the one I was talking about that'll be numbered to $9.99. It doesn't refract. And all of those will be that you see that look like that and don't refract, that are the chrome variation, will be to $9.99 in Heritage High number. So after we open each box, once again, I'm going to take everything and set it over here onto the sorting mat and out of the line of fire, so to speak. I just like it better. I'm more comfortable not having them stacked up real high all over the place. So, oh, David, did I pass up an action variation photo variation? If I did, I apologize. I do normally catch those. Maybe I didn't catch that when I was running my mouth too much, I guess. And of course, this one is going to have our strip of 3 cards, so it may end up going to random, depending on what teams are on there and whether or not we have the same or different team owners. Oh, it was a Jesse Winker action variation. All right, let me go back and see if I can grab it real quick. Of course, I don't know which one of those stacks it was in, so that might be interesting. That's the only Winker I remembered seeing, and I did retain that one when I went past it, because of course I like the red. So I saw it and thought, oh, there goes Jesse Winker. Oh, yep, there it is. Sure enough. Thank you very much. I did shoot right on past that originally. So of course all the photo variations in here are short print. Thank you for catching that one for me. I appreciate you. Orioles, Mets, and Mariners. So let's take a look at the spreadsheet. Orioles, Mets, and Mariners. All right, Orioles right there. Ramey 22. The Mets, well, we already know we can't have 2 or 3 because, yeah, that's 2 different right there. So we may as well just buzz on over here and go at it again. This one will be entered in left to right because, again, that's, of course, how these are oriented. This is not a top to bottom kind of card. And this one we will, what did I just type in there? This one we will do random 3 times, and then whoever ends up on top after the 3rd random will own that one. There's the first. Here goes the second. Here comes the 3rd and final. And it is headed to the Mets. And there's 3 times, date and time stamp. And Mets are taking home this little strip of cards. So I'm going to get it back in its package, and then right on the outside of the package, what did I do with my pen, that it is the Mets, so that I have that for future reference. Oh, Yuval, are you asking me about a different one? I just now saw your chat. I was over there dealing with that card in random. Were you asking me about a different one or the Winker that that David had flagged for me? I didn't see the chat until just now. Sorry about that. The Winker. Okay, awesome. You know, I like that kid. I like that kid. I think he's been, from what I've seen of him, now I haven't watched a Reds game in the last few weeks. I've just been in a whirlwind. I haven't had time to watch really anything. But from what I had seen, he's quite good. Well, to be a rookie. Put it in perspective. He's quite good to be a rookie. I tell you who I'm happy with. Scooter Gennett, right? Like, who saw that coming? I mean, we pick up Scooter from the Brewers thinking, you know, he'll fill in here and there. And guy's been amazing this year. Got to play the man when he's hitting like that, like he's been hitting. Oops, hang on a minute. Yeah, that is a variation, but I'm not sure what the variation is. But it has a variation code on it. So, what is the variation on that one? I don't know. But it's got a 33 on the end instead of a 23, which is what the normal cards would have. So it's some type of variation anyway. There's another Nolan Ryan, this one for the Angels. It doesn't seem like that one's flip stock. No, it's definitely not. I mean, the back is flat and the front is the glossy. I don't know what the variation is on it, but it is one. But I don't know what it is. That's pretty bad, isn't it? It's probably one of those weird little nuanced ones that I would have to look for. You know, that has like the birth date wrong or the something weird wrong. Ian Happ in the refractor, so that one should be to 568, and it is. Because the regular ones have 23 on the back. Here's a little Bryce Harper. I always want to say it's now and then for the card, which makes sense. I mean, because how many times in real life do we say now and then? But for some reason, I always want to say then and now when I see that. I don't really know why. That one to $9.99 does not refract. A little MVP Chris Bryant. Wait a minute. For the Rockies, that one is an image variation for Senzatella, if I said his name right. Arcia. I know several of you have multiple teams in this break, so you will get like a crazy amount of cards. I shipped out some multiple team stuff not too long ago, and several of the packages were approaching 2 pounds worth of cards. I mean, obviously it depends on the teams that you get and whatever, but there are just so many cards in this set that pretty much always get a lot out of it. Another Ian Happ. The nice thing about Bowman Chrome, which comes out on Friday, and I think actually we start opening it on Friday as well, if I remember right, it has less base in it. Not nearly the number of base cards that we have in this. I mean, it still has a healthy amount, as you know, but nothing like the number that we have here. Trey Turner. At least I think that was Trey Turner. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what I just did there. I managed to drop Jeremy Jeffress here. Let me make sure he looks... I think he's okay. I don't think we did him any harm, but he did bounce down on the mat without me intending for him to, so I apologize for that. And then I just about did the same thing. What is going on with me right now? Moncada Rookie Performers. Kipnis and Lindor. Can you believe we're almost to postseason for baseball? I cannot believe how quickly this season has gone by. This is a flip stock, I think. Oh no, I guess it's not either. What is going on there? Why is Big Poppy? He's a short print though, but I don't know in what way. I thought the colors looked kind of dull, but the back is not glossy, so... But he is a short print of some sort. Pablo, Big Panda, actually. Did I call him Big Poppy? It's Big Panda. Gregory Polanco for the Pirates was our hit out of that box. All right, that is box number 2 of 6 completed. Yeah, this one's a marathon. It takes a good long while to get through. Oh, what do we have in this? Probably like a, gosh, probably 1,800 cards in this break. Well, let's see. I'm bad at math. 24 times 9, so 230 something cards. And then times 6, so 1,200, and then, told you I'm bad at math. Like 1,400 cards maybe. So not 1,800 or 1,900, but still a lot. forgot our original 1968 card. I left them laying there. All right, let's take a look at our 1968 original card before we do anything else. Why do I keep laying those over there? Wow, that is terribly poorly cut. But that's how they always used to be. Bob Tolan on that one. For the Cardinals. Zach Wheeler to 999. I don't know if any of you guys follow basketball or not, but if you do, man, did you see the scandal that's rocking through college basketball today? Wow. FBI arresting a bunch of assistant coaches and finding out that Adidas has been paying high school players to go to particular schools that are affiliated with Adidas. And oh boy, it has been quite something. And of course involved is a school right down the road from me. Not my alma mater, not UK, but down the road with Louisville. The Louisville Cardinals apparently have an assistant coach tied up in all this mess. Because the FBI did a little sting and had video and audio surveillance in a hotel room in Vegas where I guess one of the Adidas guys, and I don't know if it was an agent or who else, somebody else, and then the assistant coach for Louisville got caught up in it, exchanging cash that was going to be passed on to the player, who did in fact then suddenly commit to Louisville, even though Louisville had never recruited him even one day. So yeah, it's going to be something. And apparently, some of the stuff these guys have done, I don't know necessarily about that particular coach, but some of the people involved have been arrested, and they said on ESPN, some of that stuff can carry like up to a 20-year prison term. But my question is, if you're Adidas, like, why are you doing that? Why are you out paying kids $100 grand so that they'll go to an Adidas affiliated school? Well, I mean, obviously they're hoping the kid goes to the pros and makes it big and they'll sign an exclusive deal with him. But I mean, somehow you just think of international companies like that as having maybe a tad bit better judgment. I don't know. But apparently, FBI has been working on this for 2 years. So, oh boy. It's a hot mess. I saw we had our first baseball player taking part in an anthem protest earlier this week. Of course, it had started to die down in football until, well, you know, until the series of tweets from our commander-in-chief got it all fired up, and it's on. Ah, boy, I don't know. What a mess. Another Bellinger rookie. A Nolan Ryan for the Angels. And the interesting thing is, at the end of the day, Colin Kaepernick still doesn't have a job. Because, I mean, basically they're saying at this point, you know, if there was a team that was interested, or if there were a team that were interested, and the team had been hesitant to bring him on board because they would be afraid of the public reaction, I mean, you would think that after everything that's happened in the last few days, that they would just sign him. So maybe just really nobody wants to sign him. That is also a short print of some sort on this Aurora. And it is code number 45. So again, I'm not sure what the error is, but it is a short print of some sort. Or it may not be an error, but you know what I mean. Might be an error, might just be a flat out short print. Another bit of interesting news from today. One of my reps told me that they just came back from a meeting with Topps and Panini. Not together, but separate meetings. And that each one of them told them that they're going to have a shortage, a product shortage, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, boom. Look at that hit, guys. Yeah. And that's why we buy into Heritage high number, right? And I mean, the Angels probably sub $10 tonight. I mean, hardly anything sold for very high tonight, and you just pulled a Mike Trout out of it. Oh, nice. Yes, indeed. And that's why you don't want to walk away from some of the lower priced products. And it's not really lower priced, but you know what I mean. It's considered a lower priced product because of the fact that it has so much base in it versus our high-end products, which have very little base, and every hit's a giant hit. But that is worth the price of admission, right? Because you don't pull those every day. And what were you asking me about the letters on the Aurora? Let me pull that one back up. Let me find another giant. Where's another giant that I can compare him to? It could be that. It could be Color Flip. I mean, there definitely is Color Flip. Yeah, that's what it is. You're right. Good eye. Good catch. See, I could tell. I knew there was something different about it, which is why I flipped it over and saw the code, but then I couldn't figure out what the something different was. My goodness. That's what it was. Good catch. Yeah, so that's not technically color swap. Color swap is, you know, where it's a green circle and yellow letters, and the color swap would be the opposite, a yellow circle with green letters. So this one with the white letters, not technically a color swap either, but yet clearly a different color is what made it the short print. And if whoever has the Mike Trout, once again, if you guys want it in a one-touch, happy to do it. Just my cost and the eBay fees on a card like that's just a standard card. I mean, you'd be looking at $3. There's nothing, no special kind of case. It's just a standard case would obviously take care of that one. I've pulled a lot of Mike Trout this year in general. I gotta move that box. My little one of the empty boxes I threw down there, my little cat couldn't get by. His path was blocked and he was about to have a freak out on me. So I had to just scoot it out of the way there ever so quickly. Our 1968 card here is Jim Merritt for the Twins. Yeah, that Mike Trout, that's a sweet one, guys. Oh, David, I didn't even see you say color swap up there. Somehow or another, I don't know. My chat is like rolling weird, and I hit it, and it took me down to Yuval's comment, and now I just look back over there, and now I see that you had already said the same thing, David. I don't know how I missed that. I'm sorry. I think I kind of messed it up, actually. I switched when it locked up on me on the in there earlier. I'm on the iPad to watch, is the secondary device I use to watch the break and to watch the chat, which I use obviously the laptop to run the break. Anyway, when I went on the iPad to look at the checklist that last time, I hit something and messed up my chat, and I don't think I ever quite have gotten it back loaded exactly right. This is box 4 of 6 that I'm getting ready right now. We're getting out of the packs. There's Big Poppy. Oh, that's the first blue border we've seen in this half. Alex Wood for the Dodgers. I should flip that over. I don't think, yeah, those are not numbered. I didn't think that they were, but then after I set it down, I decided I should probably take a look. Another Judge now and then. Dodgers duo, Justin Turner, Cody Bellinger. Nice one. I don't see that one too often. Dansby. Has Dansby been called back up, or is he still down in the minors? I mean, they sent him back down a while ago, so I would think Maybe he's back up by now, but I don't know. I lost track of him a little bit recently. Another Bellinger. Sal Romano to $9.99 for my little Cincinnati Reds. Oh, he has been called back up? Okay, cool. And how has he, how's he been doing? Did he get his head cleared up and is he back on track? Another Ryan, this one for the Mets. Tell you what, I'm going to move those now, and then we'll get these last few packs opened and they can make a new stack. Still not doing great. Okay, well, I mean, he's got a lot of potential. He's ultimately going to be a good player. He's just hit his little rookie slump, which, you know what, I mean, they all do. Benintendi went through it. Aaron Judge went through it. I'm so glad that they both came out of it, and I guess Dansby's still maybe a little bit in it, but he'll come around. Oh, he did well and then cooled off again. Okay, well, I imagine it's, you know, they called him up relatively quickly to Benintendi compared to how many years a lot of players are in the minors before they're brought up the first time. So, I don't know. Maybe, honestly, maybe they just brought him up a little sooner than they should have to begin with. I don't know. But he'll rally. Andrew McCutchen for the Pirates. Had an excellent day today. He did. First career Grand Slam and something like 7 RBIs, I think. Which, hey, if you're a Papa John's fan, every time, you know this already, but every time they hit a Grand Slam all season, you get 40% off pizza the next day at Papa John's. Sedgden to $5.68. I think the code's Papa Slam, if I remember right. So if you want Papa John's tomorrow, you can get it 40% off. Whoops, as I run into the camera. That's always good. It's always good to hit the camera in the middle of what I'm doing. Alrighty. I was just shaking that down in there so I could cut the top off if you're wondering what that was. Thought about that after the fact. It probably looks kind of weird. You can't tell what I'm doing. That's what it is. Red Sox and 2 Royals. So that one automatically will head off to the Royals because they have 2/3 of the card by default. And where did I... And when you get your package, if you have one of those strips of 3 cards coming to you, make sure you find it in there before you throw the package out, because the cards will be, you know, bundled together, the regular size cards, and then often I've just put the strip of cards like in between two pieces of cardboard, or it might be in between two pieces of cut styrofoam, or, you know, anyway, something that'll keep it straight. But because you might not think about it, you know, it might just look like random whatever. You might think it was in there to keep your regular cards from having something happen to them. So just make sure if you have one of those little strip of cards coming that you find it before you toss everything out. That's my point. Oh yes, I agree with you. Nice not to have to do the random. And I don't ever like to do random, not because I mind the actual process of doing it, just because it means, you know, somebody's not going to be happy. Somebody's not going to get what they want out of that. And that's always disappointing, because I've been on the losing end of random a million times and other people's breaks, and it's always so disappointing. Like, you know, it's the fair way to do it, and so I'm fine when the other person gets it, but yet, you know, I wanted it because it had my player on it. So that's the main reason I always think, oh, I don't want it to have to go to random, because I don't want somebody to be disappointed when random chooses someone else, because there's always somebody who doesn't get it when you have to do that. We've got some gold label coming up. Maybe, is it tomorrow night? Tomorrow night or the next night? Maybe tomorrow night. I don't know. One night pretty soon we've got another full case of gold label. And I keep wanting to call it Gold Standard, which of course is a Panini brand. Jeff Hoffman, Rockies. You're asking me who has the Mike Trout auto. Oh, Yaval, you said you have it. Okay, cool. I honestly couldn't tell you. I didn't remember who had what. I don't ever really remember who has what. Literally, I can put the spreadsheet up there and you could ask me 60 seconds later who had what team. I would not remember. That one, of course, we know is a short print because the little circle is black. So that is for sure a short print. I mean, you know, I do so many breaks a night, and then so many breaks per night, per week, per whatever. I just don't retain most of that, and I apologize. Jason Vargas jumped off the pile there. Doesn't seem to have done him any harm, but he did take a nosedive on me there. Cody Bellinger rookie performance. There's a little Dansby. Yeah, it's always fun to hit the Mike Trouts. For the A's, Chris Davis and Yonder Alonso, another Ian Happ rookie. I think the best Mike Trout night that we had was we were doing Inception right when it came out. And it was, I don't remember if it might have been it was either the first or second break I did with it. It was one of the very early breaks. And I don't remember if I think I was doing it as a full case. I don't think I was doing half. I think it was full. Anyway, in the same break, pulled out 2 Mike Trout Auto Relic combos. One was numbered to 50 or less. It was either 50 or 30 or something like that. And then the other one was numbered even lower. I mean, and they were both in the same break. And that guy was so happy. I guess I would say so. That's several $1,000 right there. But I mean, I had a ton of Mike Trout in Inception this year. I hope they keep doing that. And by that, I mean putting in some of our young superstar kind of players in with the rookies in that product. I've got a little bit of Inception around here somewhere, not in case, not in a sealed case, but just some random boxes, and I'm gonna do some single box breaks with them sometime pretty soon, just because there were so many nice hits in Inception this year. I figured I would bite the bullet and pay the high price and get us a little bit more, just not breaking it as a case. Oh, anyway, something I was talking about earlier, talking about Inception, reminded me, was that rep told me that Topps and Panini told his company, that they're going to have short supply. There's another Nolan Ryan, that one for the Rangers, on most of the products for the rest of this year and on into next year. Because, you know, up to this point, we've had certain products that have sold out really quickly or been kind of hard to get, or they come out, you know, on release day, they're twice the price that they should have been or whatever. Well, apparently we're about ready to have a whole lot more of that happen. Hit for the Padres, Manny Margot. So I guess they're just producing a whole lot less than they have been of everything. And it's even going to apply to products that are normally produced in like outrageous quantities. And for example, hoops in basketball. If you look back historically, you can still buy hoops from virtually any year of basketball for the last 7 years. I mean, you can just buy it, no problem. And typically for quite a bit less than it would have cost when it came out. So, I mean, there's tons of it out there is the point, like loads of it. And of course, you know, you may not follow basketball. I realize this is a baseball break, but so to give you a little perspective, this year's rookie class wasn't really all that good. One of the main rookies has an exclusive deal with Upper Deck, and he was injured and he didn't play all year, and etc. And the rookie class just didn't really live up to potential this year. This one with 2 Giants and an A, so it goes automatically to the Giants. So that was this past year, 16-17. By contrast, the one that's coming up is a very good rookie class, or at least everyone is speculating that it's going to be a very good rookie class. So of all the times that you could, you know, potentially sell through something like hoops, they're not making hardly any of it. Yeah. They're coming in and saying it's allocated and you can't even get as much as you want, and in some cases you can't get any. And that's for a product that they normally produce, I mean, insane amounts for. So when we get to stuff like National Treasures and Flawless and Immaculate and that kind of stuff, I'm going to be scared to see how little is out there. And apparently, like I said, it's going to be all sports. It's not going to just be baseball or just be football or just be basketball. Apparently, it's going to apply to everything. So that'll be interesting. If we're not able to get what we want to get to break, I don't know how that will affect the market overall. Of course, I guess it's always out there. It's just a matter of what price are you willing to pay. Oh, Corey Seager. Comes my little kitty again. Oh, that's actually his sister that went through that time. Brandon Phillips to $9.99 for the Braves. Bellinger. Chris Bryant relic for the Cubbies. Whoops. That one is 31 of 99. Got a nice blue piece of fabric. So we are closing in on it, guys. We are almost finished with this one. A little bit left to go. That is an action image, or however you want to call it. It's a photo variation. I mean, technically, I think they're called action images or something like that in this particular series anyway. soon as we sort through these last few packs here, we'll do a quick little recap of our Chrome cards and of our signature and relic cards. Nolan Ryan again. That one, the Angels, of course. Trevor Cahill. I don't remember seeing a lot of Trevor Cahill, although we probably have. Tyler Austin. Red ink, 17 of 68 for the Yankees, who meanwhile are just going, oh, why wasn't that Aaron Judge? I know, but at least we got you. At least we got you a signature hit and a numbered one at that. Seth Lugo to 568 for the Mets. That one does refract. Hey, for my Reds, Joey Votto and Billy Hamilton. All right, let's flip through our Chrome first. 568, 999, 999, 568, 999, 99, 99, to 568, 999, and then of course the purple ones here are not numbered at all, but they are out of the hot box. To 568. Whoops. Encarnacion was trying to hide back there. And then our hits. The Tyler Austin, red ink to 68, hand numbered, of course, there at the top for the Yankees. Clubhouse Collection relic, Chris Bryant for the Cubbies to 99. Manny Margot for the Padres. That one is unnumbered. Relic, Andrew McCutchen, Pirates, unnumbered. The sweet little Mike Trout, that is a nice one for the Angels. Relic for the Pirates, Polanco. And relic for the Indians, Francisco Lindor. And that's it for tonight. Man, this was a marathon, wasn't it? This was like a 2-hour break all total. Not just Heritage Tie Number, but everything we did tonight. So anyway, guys, that is it for me this evening. Again, looking to get out anything with paid shipping either Saturday or Monday. Sooner if I can, but most likely Saturday or Monday. The one free shipping break, which was the Prime Signatures, will go out in approximately 1 week, unless there's another break that goes sooner, and then it will hitch a ride. That's true of all free shipping, goes out once a week. And I think that's it for tonight. Hope you'll check out some of the other things I have listed. Lots of baseball, basketball, football, more stuff goes up every night, and I break most nights. I appreciate your business. I appreciate you hanging in there with me to the end here and for chatting and all the other stuff that you guys do. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you again soon.